Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to install Python uh, for Windows in order to do automation testing of web applications and other web-based applications. So first, you need to understand that you need to know that which Windows uh, are you using, because it is really important to understand that. First up is, since I'm using Windows 64-bit, Windows 10 64-bit, so it is absolutely necessary that I use Python 3.7.1 RC 64-bit version. Now if you're using a 32-bit version Windows, you should select the 32-bit version. Now the question arises from where to install or from where to download the setup for this. So the link to the description is mentioned in the description below. You can always redirect yourself to that page and download the appropriate version of your Windows. You will find a lot of other versions as well. So if it's 32-bit version, then you go for the 32-bit one. If your Windows is 64-bit version, then you go for the 64-bit one. So now I'm going to continue with the installation bit. Whenever you're going to double click or start installing Python, you're going to see this Windows right here, and all you have to do is click on the install now button. Yeah, this will give a few notifications, and as you can see that the installation has started. And meanwhile, what you can do is you can download Gecko driver, which I have already done, and link of that is also mentioned in the description below. Oh, so it seems my Gecko driver has been deleted. I may have to download it again. Gecko driver is just a driver which allows you to run the scripts of Selenium on your system in order to perform automation testing. So since my system is 64-bit, so I'm going to install this Gecko driver. Again, this link would be in the description below, so you can always download it. And sorry. Yeah, if you're using from a region uh, like Pakistan or closely related regions, then it's best that you try to download it using a VPN, because I haven't figured out yet that what happens if we try to do it differently from the Pakistani region, because it normally doesn't allow uh, the download from that particular region. But whenever I change my IP, it always uh, goes to an unresponsive page somehow. But whenever I use the VPN, it allows me to download the Gecko driver. So if you encounter that problem, you may always have to turn the VPN on in order to download Gecko driver version. Well, I'm using version 23. You can do it with 18, 19, and so on and so forth. And my download is going to take a little bit of time, and so does my installation. So I will come back once it's done. Now my Selenium has been successfully installed, as you guys can see here. Now in order to run an automation testing script on Selenium, we need to have Gecko driver installed into, well, not exactly installed, copied with our Python files here. So for now I do have this Gecko driver version 18. I also downloaded Gecko driver 23. So, well, whichever suits the best for you, you can actually just copy and paste it here and extract the file, and this will allow Selenium to run with your system. Well, now the next step is you need to go to your command or command prompt in or CMD. Uh, Please be advised that you have to be uh, observant of the path here in order to install Selenium. Now, if you wish to install Selenium, you have to come to this path here, and in order to do that you need to type the following commands, which I am going to do right now. Oh, okay. You have to access this script folder, and in order to install Selenium you have to write the command pip.exe install Selenium. So, well, as you can see that it's saying that requirement already satisfied, which means the Selenium is already installed with the into my system. Now I don't have to run the script again. But if you want to install Selenium through CMD, this is the command that needs to be followed, and it won't take more than a few seconds in order to get installed. So yeah, next up is you need to install Eclipse Oxygen, because that is the IDE on which we all will be working on. So I'm going to install Eclipse into my system. Yeah, well, of course I have to extract it first. Yeah, extracting and installing Eclipse may take a little while, so I will get back to this again in a bit. Now my Python has been installed, and I chose Python Oxygen in order to run the script. So when you're going to double click on the Eclipse version here, you're going to see this Eclipse launcher window, and all you have to do is click on the launch button. So you can see this Eclipse Oxygen point 3 uh, version is now getting ready to be opened, and once it gets opened, I'll show you how to install PyDev into it. By default you can code uh, a JavaScript into it, but since we're going to do the automation testing using Python, so you have to install a Python plugin in order to do it. So yeah, once it's get open, I will show you how to install Python through this version of Eclipse. Okay, once the Python gets loaded up, you will see this screen. Now all you have to do is click on File uh, button and click on Switch Workspace, then click on Other. When you're going to do this, you see that another workspace launcher requires an authentication, and once you click on launch, your Eclipse is going to restart. And once it restarts, I'll show you further that how we're going to run a Python script onto it. As you can see, that Eclipse seems to be loading again. Once it gets loaded, I'll show you how uh, to install Python on an Eclipse environment. So now we're back onto the screen. Now you have to click on uh, help option here. Click install new software, and now in the work with the tab you have to write https uh, colon backslash pydab.org/updates. And as you can see here, it's and yeah, here you have received two of the PyDev options to install. You have to click on select both of them and click on the next button. And again, it's going to take a little bit of your time to get installed. And well, once it gets installed, I will show you further what needs to be done. Now as you can see that PyDev for Eclipse and all these plugins have been installed. Now I'm going to click on the next button and accept the terms and conditions and finish. So as you can see, my PyDev software is being installed through Eclipse. It's going to take a little bit, but once it gets installed, it will allow me to write Python scripts in order to automation testing. Uh, you can stick around for more videos, for upcoming videos, and I will show you individually that how to develop a script using Eclipse workspace and using Python. Thank you for watching.